Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. A top XRP chart analyst says XRP's price is ready to climb. This is the point in time. We've seen downward price action for a lot of the last couple months. We've seen consolidation, but this is the point where it's time to finally start looking to the upside, and I'm paying attention to this. And it's not just this particular analyst that is sharing this general sentiment, because this analyst I'm citing specifically, yes, talking about XRP, but there are others I'll highlight in this video talking about crypto in general. It seems to me that the bearish sentiment of late has been decreasing a bit. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. And so it's always the case that the retail speculators, when they're selling after massive crashes, I kind of feel bad for them. I know that they're scared. They're doing what they believe to be the best, and they're adults. They get to make their own adult decisions. But inevitably, there's a bottom, and then markets reverse. Unless you think an asset class like crypto is actually going away, or the specific crypto you're selling that's actually in it will literally never be higher again, okay, fine. But we've got 12 years worth of data that says that the asset class for crypto, it just moves in tandem, and it's been trending upward for 12 years, and every time we've seen extreme fear in markets at some point in the future, even if we didn't know exactly when it would happen, it's flipped to extreme greed, and that is going to happen again. And so I was sitting here before recording this, thinking about how in March of last year, XRP was as low as 11 cents roughly, depending on which exchange you were looking at. It actually briefly, it was very brief, but it got down to 11 cents. Think about that. There were humans so afraid that because the price had dropped so much that they sold their XRP at 11 cents, not realizing that just over a year later, it would rally to just about $2. So about a 20-fold increase. These people, out of fear, it wasn't based on fundamentals changing or anything else. It's out of pure fear. The stock market tanked in March last year with the pandemic. The crypto asset class tanked, and they panic sold. And so what you see, if you just look historically at what has happened, every time there's been extreme fear, it has at some point in the future flipped. So if you genuinely believe that your asset will never enter extreme greed again, fine. Maybe you made the right decision. And if you end up being proven to be right as time passes. And if you believe that the crypto asset class will never again flip to extreme greed, fine. Go ahead, do what you want to do. I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold, but I definitely don't share that belief. If you believe that, fine. Let's just both go forward. You act how you want to act. I'll act how I want to act, and we'll see who's right. I do want to be clear at the outset, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about this stuff, just everyday Joe Schmo opinions. I love engaging with people on Twitter and in the comment section and all that stuff. And so, like, when I started this channel, really, I had this idea it would just be nice if it could just be like I'm sitting down on a patio drinking a beer with somebody, just talking just like that. You know, that's really it. Because I don't think that you need to be some sort of fake financial guru, of which there are many on YouTube, to have opinions based on data having to do with anything crypto or finance related. I just don't believe that. So as I record this, XRP is at 60 cents. Bitcoin is at $33,498. The market cap for the asset class just a little under 1.4 trillion, and Bitcoin dominates 45.34%. And how about this metric? I love tracking this one, especially lately. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index. It goes on a scale from 0 to 100, with 0 being extreme fear and 100 being extreme greed. Right now it's at 22, which is still extreme fear, but it's trending upward, at least it has been, because just within the last few days or so, and I highlighted it on my channel, it was down to 10 out of 100. Seriously, it's like extreme fear, right? And so that's so we've been seeing is it's been moving back up. It's still technically categorized on this scale as extreme fear, but heading back towards greed. And so here is a tweet from chart analyst Michael Vandepop, who wrote "Up only Bitcoin." So he's very bullish for the long haul, because again, the analysts that I follow, they get all this stuff. The stuff that I'm citing here, it's like if you just spend a little bit of time researching, you can make yourself aware of how markets behave. And then the tougher part is moderating your own emotions and behavior, because the biggest hurdle to people attaining wealth, whether you're investing in the stock market or crypto or both, your biggest hurdle is yourself. When markets tank, not selling on the bottom. In fact, what the people that have knowledge and control their emotions do, what they typically do, unless they really believe it's an asset that's going to zero, they just understand that stuff is on sale and they start buying. They start dollar cost averaging in, which makes more sense to me. And so there's this article from the Daily Hodl titled Crypto analyst forecasts 80 to 150% surge in altcoin market if Bitcoin can hit this target price. Popular crypto strategist and trader Michael Vandepop thinks Ethereum and other altcoins will erupt if Bitcoin's rebound continues. Vandepop says that the Bitcoin market needs to mark new higher lows in order to unleash the rest of the crypto space. And keep that in mind, that higher low comment right there, that is relevant. I'm going to be talking about that more in just another minute or two as it pertains to XRP. But take a look at this quote. And again, I know this is about Ethereum and Bitcoin here, but this is still relevant. We do need to have an understanding of the broader crypto space because XRP does follow Bitcoin, but I am going to get specifically to XRP immediately following this. But take a look at this quote. If we look at the price action of Bitcoin, we can clearly see and state that we're holding above $31,000. If that sustains and the market grants a higher low, I think we found a temporary bottom and will test $40,000. This would lead altcoins to run 80 to 150% from here. Think about that. 150% increase for XRP, wouldn't mind seeing that. Well, to me, I personally, and this is not a prediction, but I'd be very surprised if we didn't at some unknown point in the future see that anyway. But if it's sooner than later, hey, I would not mind that one little bit. And then there was this tweet from another chart analyst, Il Capo, who wrote, if Bitcoin is still ranging and alts are pumping, imagine what will happen when Bitcoin breaks $100,000. Altcoins will fly. And XRP, even if it behaves historically like it has in the past, which is to say it lags behind the rest of the market, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't care. And there is a benefit, which I've cited a few times recently, which is worth considering. Because I understand, look, you think about the opportunity cost. Coulda, woulda, shoulda had my money somewhere else and then put it into XRP. Yeah, except for you don't know the order in which all this is going to take off. And even if history repeats and XRP is among the last to take off, fine. Perhaps that's probable. But even that we don't know for sure. I'm just saying, if it is the case that XRP is among the last cryptocurrencies to finally go parabolic this market cycle, that is actually going to be helpful because I'll have a feel in terms of market structure for how high XRP might get. If we believe that Bitcoin has topped off, and when it happens, fine, I admit we might not for sure, that's the top, but even at that level, I'll have a good idea for how I personally am going to be scaling out of my position entirely, or at least the majority of it, which is my intention, to sell most, if not all of my XRP this market cycle. It depends on how enticed I am. If the price gets high enough, okay, I'll be like, I am enticed, and and if I do sell my XRP, I'll tell you. As soon as I sell it for the first time ever, I'm happy to be transparent about that. I just don't want to say how much I have. But yeah, I'll be happy to share that type of information for you. And to this point, I've never sold a single XRP, but look, I really do see this as a benefit, because if you consider last market cycle, how high Bitcoin got in terms of market cap, which was about $380 billion, XRP and Ethereum both reached about half of that in terms of market cap, and all of them hit that at different times. And so if something like that is to happen again here, even if XRP hits half the market cap, well, that's going to give me an idea of how high things might go. And drawing on the past to have suspicions about what might occur in the future, to me personally, is reasonable. People are acting about the same. It doesn't mean it's going to be exactly the same, but the market rhymes. There's a reason people state that. And money does start at the top with Bitcoin, and then when people want to take profits, then it splinters off into a bunch of cryptos that haven't yet taken off. And so you're not going to get any cryptocurrency supplanting Bitcoin this market cycle in terms of market cap. I feel very confident about that. And so you won't see XRP meeting Bitcoin's market cap this market cycle. And I'm not saying Bitcoin won't be supplanted by XRP or some other coin in the future. Maybe that does happen. But this market cycle, no, that doesn't seem to make sense. So that's why I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if Bitcoin ends up with a market cap of, whether it's 2 trillion or 3 trillion this market cycle, well, if I start to see XRP getting close to half of that, I might be thinking, is this enticing enough for me to sell most or all of my XRP? And if it's happened after Bitcoin hit those levels, it's going to make the decision easier for me. That's all I'm trying to say here. Now here was a tweet from Blockchain Backer. So much good news as the XRP price chart mirrors completed correction with SEC lawsuit update. And so today he was talking about a number of things, including specifically what's going on with XRP. And his opinion is that, look, if the current low holds, for XRP, then we will end up with our first higher low since the market began tanking back in May. Notably, recent price action looks strikingly similar to the 2014 era Bitcoin chart, actually, which he highlighted. And if you want all the specifics, because I don't break down technical analysis on this channel, I just like sharing opinions from a number of chart analysts and my own opinions as well, of course, on price and expectation and what I'm going for. That's why, like I said, I just think it's really fun to talk about all of this stuff, and that's why one day I hope I can sit down with a number of you listening to actually, if we could have an XRP meetup, that would be awesome. I'd love to actually sit down and talk with humans, because I've still, to this point in time, I've been in the XRP community since November 2017. I still haven't met anyone in person. The only XRP holders I've ever met are my family and friends, and they do hold some XRP, but they are not as interested in crypto as you and I. That's for damn sure. But anyway, structurally, XRP has blockchain backer says structurally XRP has completed its entire correction and will now likely begin increasing in price. So this is the point where we start looking for a climb. And so we'll see. We'll see if we get the higher low, and if we start trending upward, that would be fantastic. Doesn't mean, there's always going to be pullbacks along the way, no matter what. But all this to say that this could be kind of like what we've been talking about on this channel too, where in 2017, in the middle of that massive bull run, you saw a huge pullback, and I believe it may have started in July, or at least it was leading into July. I'd have to double check that at this point, to be honest. But basically, about what is happening now basically happened in 2017 during that bull run, and people capitulated. A lot of people panic sold, but then Bitcoin and the crypto asset class went on the biggest tear in history to that point in time. And I personally don't think that this market cycle's over. I think we're going to see another massive leg up. So I'm willing to sit here, be patient, and see how this unfolds. It's one hell of a ride. I am so thankful that I encountered crypto and jumped in 2017. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a good time despite the pullbacks, because frankly, most of the time I've been in crypto, it has been a bear market, and I've still had fun. And when we enter a bear market, inevitably at some point in the future, I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to have fun, and I will purchase as much fear from as many sellers as I possibly can afford to do. Absolutely, I will be dollar cost averaging again into the market again, and I expect that I'll be down in my investments probably for a few years, or about break even for most of that time period, and then we're going to have another rally, rinse and repeat. That's exactly what I'm anticipating. So I hope that a lot of you will still want to hang out and come along for the ride, because I think it's going to continue to be very exciting here. But I'll wrap up. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.